Welcome to everybody. I'm very happy to open this AUxEU Youth Hub workshop. I think we have come a very long way since the AUxEU summit we had in Abidjan in 2017. Some of you will know this was when we really started to put a lot of emphasis on the youth track. I was privileged to be there myself, and I still remember the very, very good discussions about climate change, about education, about democracy, voting, and so on and so forth. But obviously the hub is one of the flagship initiatives we have run with the African Union, and it is one that matters because it is one that innovates. I think this is extremely important. The fact that we are today reunited with African and European youth, civil society organizations, private sector, and the African Union Commission and our delegation in Addis Ababa. And we are all strongly engaged in this initiative. I think this is in itself both unusual and is very welcome to see so many actors coming together. We are all working towards the same goal, I think, one of the strengthened partnership between Africa and Europe, and pioneering, innovating common approaches on both continents. I'm here to convey to you that the EU leadership attaches major importance to youth. If the world trends are showing us anything today, it is that the youth are key agents of social change. The European Union considers the youth as being vital partners for decision makers and having a crucial role in the democratic process. But this cannot remain at the level of words. This is why we have set up this AUxEU Youth Track, which started with the Youth Plug-in Initiative and later the AUxEU Youth Cooperation Hub. With that, the African Union and the European Union are walking the talk of youth inclusion. The hub represents an innovative governance model, I think, as it enables cooperation between actors who are not necessarily used to working together. Never before have youth been so closely involved like you were in the preparation and the implementation of a number of pilot projects in the 6 thematic areas identified from the Abidjan AUxEU Youth Agenda. And to me, this involvement is an experiment, and as such, it doesn't always go smoothly. That's part of an experiment, that's part of innovating. But what we can already see is the involvement of the youth and of the hub's young experts brings extra attention to the implementation of pilot projects. It brings views from another angle to CSOs and bring added value to our delegations, project managers, my colleagues working at the EU delegation in Addis Ababa. In the same vein, it's also an opportunity for the young experts to learn from the CSOs and the experienced project managers. In a nutshell, this is about the collective delivering more than the sum of the parts. I think in people-to-people contacts, 1 + 1 always adds up to much more than 2. So implementation is ongoing. Hub clusters are meeting through online means, and we hope they will, and you will, soon also be able to visit projects together with project managers and drive this unprecedented relationship with CSOs forward. Seeing youth from both continents working together, joining hands to think of innovative approaches targeting both continents is a powerful message, especially in these days. Whether you are from Africa or Europe, youth have become challengers and common as have actually, what I wanted to say is that you have common challenges and common aspirations and solutions to these challenges. With the next EU-AU summit around the corner, scheduled to take place first half of 2022, and with possible new means. Nothing is agreed yet, but to support the scaling up of this initiative into an EU-AU Youth Hub lab. This meeting today is important to document further what works and what can still be improved, to jointly define our priorities for the months to come and adopt a common sense of purpose and have a strong story to tell and present at the next summit. Some of the issues that will be useful to address during your meeting today include 3 questions. Firstly, how could we ensure better connection between youth and actors on the ground engaged in the implementation of the CSO actions? Secondly, what links can be built with youth networks, platforms, and associations of both continents to enlarge the hub's resonance and connection to broader youth communities? And the final question, how can the dynamic monitoring be put into practice in an unfinished COVID context? Above these 3 questions, of course, is how can you innovate together? How can you work jointly as youth from both continents and show us what really matters and how to solve some of the challenges ahead of us? I think the COVID situation has pointed to so many challenges, but of course also shown us that we need to build back better. We need to work jointly to solve these important challenges ahead of us. So finally, I just wish to end by congratulating all of you who are taking part in this initiative, be it youth, institutions, civil society organizations. Allow me also to bring a special word of thanks to exactly Jean Constantinescu, who is helping to moderate this morning session. Jean, you have really worked hard with a lot of dedication since I first met you in Abidjan in 2017. Nobody can walk alone and shouldn't walk alone, but you have taken a lot of responsibilities, and I think we are all very proud of being part of this initiative. Thank you very much, Jean. Thank you to all of you. Your work is important and it doesn't go unnoticed, so I wish you a very fruitful day of work. Thank you very much.